moi je me. Faites comme vous voulez, débrouillez-vous, moi je lance ça. Mais il a besoin d'être admin, non? Il a besoin d'être admin, non?
Nous voilà avec au centre.
There is a bit of delay. I will figure out that this is behind me. What the fuck? So, online, do you have any question?
Nous voilà avec au centre.
No. I will figure out that this is behind me. And you could have told me that it was behind me.
No, this is your twin.
No!
Assieds-toi, parce que maintenant on va te voir pendant 3 minutes. Regarde en arrière alors que tu regardes en avant.
Okay, Costino, I approve. There is a bit of delay. I feel like I'm 5 years old, like a kid. You want to help? Yeah.
Go down.
Yeah, sure. You need to. Okay, do you have any questions?
Nous voilà avec au centre.
Okay. Much better.
Go down.
That will be better. No? Yeah, and then you're right. It's really better. Yeah, okay. Well, we are. Sorry. What did I? It's better. Ouais. Yeah, okay. Well, we are. Sorry. Là j'envoie et je te donne. What did I?
Je réponds juste pour que je partage la fiche. Je supprime la page. Je n'ai pas supprimé.
Yeah, okay. Je t'ai laissé un petit message mais je vais te le modifier. Je vais mettre le bon lien. So everyone, I'm sharing in the WhatsApp the link of the live stream. So you feel free to share it on your Twitter or whatever. If any one of your contacts would feel ready to follow that, you know, can just go. Anthony, je te laisse un message. Je te modifie juste je vais te le modifier. So everyone, I'm sharing in the WhatsApp the link of the live stream. Free to share it on your Twitter or whatever. If any one of your contacts would. Vulca, plein. Live stream. Share. Facebook. Shared. On avait mis le. Non, on avait mis le zoom. On avait mis le zoom. Je vais le modifier. Je vais le modifier, t'as raison, c'est une petite erreur. Je m'en rends compte maintenant. Bien YouTube. Live stream YouTube. Ouais, alors du coup, on peut être encore plus précis vu qu'on vient de le jeter, vu qu'on vient de le lancer. On peut être encore plus précis sur le lien direct. Ça évite d'avoir. Souvent, je viens de le changer. Je change le lien. En fait, le lien, ça t'emmenait sur la home page de contact Vulca YouTube. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Ah, parfait, il n'y a pas de problème. Parce que vous êtes beaucoup. Ah non, ça y est, c'est fait. C'est bon, c'est tout est en ligne. Ouais. Merci. Ça, c'est moi. Et du coup, Gaëtan. Vas-y, super. Et donc, Rémi, oui, je te disais, en fait, ça arrivait sur la page contact. Voilà. Et là, ça arrive direct, tu vois, maintenant sur le. Et du coup, c'est vraiment ce lien que j'ai partagé dans le. Et bien là, je t'ai envoyé un autre message qui est pour Rémi Ducrot, si tu souhaites partager. Ouais, en gros, ça commence. Tu peux faire une photo de la pièce, là, tu vois, où on est en train de s'installer. Et tu peux le partager. Et puis, ça va générer aussi l'image, peut-être. À voir. So basically, for you to know how we organize to make it as possible inclusive for everyone, we ask you to come for 4, which is pretty fine. I know there is still some people on the road, so they're gonna register and get in. And then for the people online, the members that can't attend, we give them a meeting point at 4:30. So we consider that we needed 30 minutes here to make you all get into the room. And in 10 minutes we start, okay? Just for you to know. So if you need to pee, you still have 10 minutes, right? Then if you want to support, you got in Vulca Vo Seminar 24, the WhatsApp, the link of the live stream. And if you want, you can share it around. For those that follow in your makerspace or in your network or in your own country, if they want to follow the general assemblies, they can go online. Jason is here and will follow up on LinkedIn, Twitter. You don't have Twitter. I will take a look on it. You do have, perfect. And Facebook and YouTube, of course, if there is any question or comment. I can put this. One, three. 100 makerspace.
You have skills to share?
I will show you this to make you wait a minute.
You have skills to share?
Okay, everyone, do you hear me online? I see Mate, Mimi from Greece, Mate in France, Andre in France or Bautzen, not sure. In Germany, do you hear me? Yes. I just did it. Okay, everyone, do you hear me online? I see Mate, Mimi from Greece, Mate in France, Andre in France or Bautzen, not sure. In Germany, do you hear me? Okay, there is a little delay for them. Yes. I just did it. Okay. Mimi from Greece, Mate in France, Andre in France or Bautzen, not sure. Okay. And then we're gonna have them here. Okay. Have to get it. Thomas, we can start. It, now it's almost. Okay, Matej. Matej, now you hear me, right?
Oui.
Okay, super, Matej. Bon, we consider that it works. 32, quite fair. Bon, bah voilà. Thomas, it's done. We made it. Bon, okay, let's now share this to them. So I need to share my screen and then we are done. Share screen. Share. Tell me. This one? Okay. Share. Like this. This one? And this. Yeah. Okay, now we start. And this. Okay, super. Sorry for the 3 minutes. Okay. Tu dois bien me parler, voilà. Tu dois bien me parler.
Okay. So we'll start. Alex. We'll start this ordinary General Assembly of Vulca. For the quorum, we needed to be at least half of the people. We have 24 people on the 31 member. It means that we have 31 members, and we have 24 people who are present physically, online, or people who have gave a proxy letter. Okay, so we have the quorum, so we can continue this General Assembly. Okay, so it's a good point. French network knows that sometimes it can be complex. This time we have
The German also.
German also. So what we will say today, this is just the workflow about the organization, the structure, the frame of this General Assembly. We'll start by designing a secretary. We will validate the voting process. A small word for Zam, who hosts this event. We will, after approve the financial report, I will be in charge of presenting the financial report of Vulca. It will be important for the member to accept it. At this moment, I will be responsible to answer to the question. Okay, so if you have a question about budget, it's the moment. After Alex will present the activity report, it will be the occasion also to present the activity we made so far. These two aspects of financial report and activity report are mandatory for French association. French NGO have the obligation to speak about this aspect. After we will present the Vulca Club orientation. We'll present the Vulca Club orientation, the orientation for the Vulca Club, so what we say so far. We'll present the Vulca Pact. We'll present after the new member of Vulca. We will present the resignation of the current board member. In fact, we have 2 members inside Vulca right now who are board member. We will resign in order to make things empty to let a new generation of people, or at least a new decade for Vulca. After people will present their application, people who apply to be board member. At this moment, after the presentation of this person, if someone has some question in order to understand the motivation of these people, it will be the opportunity. Okay. After this session of small question, we will go to vote by election of the board, and it will end this moment. Yes, perfect. So, secretary, for the moment, we have 2 persons that are taking notes. We need 1 official person. This official person is the one who will be responsible about the fact that we made everything in order. So I need 1 person that raise the hand, who have a computer, and they will share with you the link. It's just to taking notes.
I mean, they can do it if nobody wants
Yes.
to take their position.
If nobody wants to take it, they will take it. But it was just in case of someone wanted to join the.
To be inclusive, if someone really wants to be the secretary, that's an open question.
Okay.
Do you agree that they take notes for all of us?
Perfect.
Perfect. Super, David. That's
So-
how it works.
We continue about the voting process. Each member receive a small card. It can be yellow, it can be purple, or it can be red, based on the club. We will ask question. People will vote, and you will show their hand with their hand this kind of piece of paper. Okay. If you show your piece of paper, it will mean that you agree with the votation. If you don't agree, we will let you go. Okay. Perfect. So
I can make something short. So about them, we started by meeting them, as I mentioned, in Chile, in Santiago. But then they came for the first Vulca seminar that was organized in 2017, and then we got along with them. So we wanted to use this opportunity to thank them a lot because we visited them many times in 2018, and they always opened the door to us in a very kind and nice way. We've been invited in their pre-opening that they called Extepish in 2019. They got the building of the key of the building in 2021, and it ended up that by chance I was around, so I was super happy to open the place with them for the first time they got it. And yeah, now we organize the Vulca seminar here, which looks like being a shift for our associations after 9 years. So yeah, we just wanted to highlight a last moment for them. So thank you very much for them, team. I don't know if they are there, but thank you very much.
okay. So right now with the financial report, we don't. It's not the most interesting thing, but I will present it because I am the treasurer of the association so far. So I will present the thing the way that it will be understandable and the way that I understand it. If you have question, I will let you ask it at the end. Okay. So for the moment, we during this year, the financial year for Vulca start in September and end in October, in August. Sorry. So we have from September, the 1st of September, up to 31 of August. So this is the transfer of money, the expense on the product that had happened during this period of time, from 1st of September 23 to 31 of August 24. Okay, just to be clear about what kind of number you have in front of you. So this 2,000 euro was the material and supplies. Vulca don't buy a lot of stuff. The only reason why we buy stuff is for the seminar. So it was during the seminar 20. We need to buy some food for the attendees. This is. I continue. If you will continue, we have this maintenance, and repair. 3,073 and 84 cents. Maintenance and repair, we don't have anything to repair except the website. So here is the website of Vulca. We have 2 websites. One is vulca.eu. The second one is MakerTour, the platform where you have a lot of documentation of places. So this is the amount. This is the money we put there. We continue. We have also travel mission, banking service. So in this part, travel mission, it was the money we put during traveling. For example, the Vulca tour, we need to put money on to help the export to make the travel. This is this amount. Also, we have banking service transfer. This is with the account. We choose a specific account with a bank. It's the thing is they charge us every time that we have to make some operation. So at some point, we finish to almost 1,000 euros. Yes, 100. Yes, 100 euros. We continue. After we go to exceptional charge, 1,550 euros exceptional charge because it was some the bank give back some money because at the beginning of the year they take some money, and if you don't, if you use the card as you should, you get the money back. Also, it was some not mistake, but some errors that happened with some partner during Vulca Seminar 23. We needed to advance money. We made some miscalculation. This is this exceptional charge. This is. If we continue, at the end, as expense, we have 6,779 euros. Okay, so it was the total of money Vulca expense. Sorry, it was the expense for Vulca during this whole year. Okay. Right now, if we go to product, sale of finished product, good service, 7,922.8. This is the tickets. This is mostly ticketing for the Vulca seminar of last year. Okay, we don't include membership because membership of this year started in September. So this is just the money we took from the Vulca seminar. If we continue, we have foundation. So it was help sponsorship that we received from companies. It's also management project. So we, from the year 22-23, we had on the account 4,192 euros. It means that we had some money when we finished it last year. This is there, the money. Okay. If we continue, we have financial product now 9,295 euros. This is the money we put in a livret A. Livret is a kind of investment account that helps us to develop. The idea for that is we have a platform named MakerTour, a platform dedicated to documentation of spaces. We knew that at some point we will want to develop it, so we will need to pay someone. Because, and we will explain it later, but just to explain you why we put money in this kind of account, it was because we wanted to wait the moment that we lose the money. And instead to have the money just like this, we wanted to make it like a goal to place it to get. If we continue exceptional product, it was donation. No, it was not donation. It was some sorry. It was exceptional product. It was not donation. It was some because we made some mistakes. So people also made mistakes, and we received 368.67 euros. Okay. If we continue at the end of the year, we finished with 25,000 euros. Okay, this is the total product for this year for Vulca. The thing, if we make the calculation, we finish as profit for Vulca with all the money on the account at 18,897 euros. Okay, this is the money we add. Vulca have the resources of Vulca, the profit we add on 1st of September 24. Okay. To be transparent with you and just to give you the information, this is the money we have currently on the account. This number includes the membership, includes the decision, the kind of grants we receive to help people coming to the seminar. Okay, but this number, it's not important for this financial presentation. I have, as treasurer of the association, I need to present a report. The financial report that I had to put on votation is this one. So this is the moment. If you have question, I will answer it. Okay. One question could be weather policy. What is it? No, not really, because in fact we don't have so much. We don't have so much money on the most of the events we organize. We succeed to be at the 80 days. The only thing we decided to keep as safety, if we can say, was the 9,000 euros we put for the platform. So it's for the platform, but we know that until the moment we hire someone to use it, it's still there. So we have this flexibility.
Just to tell you that in 2021, when MakerTour decided to stop the NGO, they launched a call to know who as an association as well, from Asia, from Europe, from Latin America, where they've been, would be interested to take over the NGOs, patrimoine, how do you say patrimoine, like the resources of the association, yes, which include 9K euro, the website, their social media. And we decided, so we've been selected, and then we put this 9K euro in a saved account bank, only dedicated for the development of MakerTool, for the servers, or pay developers, something related to the MakerTool. This is what we promised them when we wrote down our letter of intent.
Other question you could have is what we do with this profit. For the moment, the 80,000 euros of profit we had at the beginning of September was in case of developing some project. For the moment, because we were not so many people in Vulca, we see to put this money, we try to don't choose in case we want to develop some project. Okay, so it's an important element. We have some money we can use to develop some projects for Vulca. We know that we have 9,000 for the platform, but it's up to the board member to decide, on the community to decide what they want to do with the money. Do people have questions on this? No? Okay, so we need to go to votation. Yeah. So people who have card, if you approve this presentation of the budget, you can highlight. Okay, so Constantino, can you count?
I mean, maybe we can ask on the other way. This is nice for a picture.
No. Pictures communication if you want. Constantino.
And then we have a question online. So, but just finish. And Mimi, get ready. Just 1 minute, Mimi.
Everything. This one we count everything.
And online we have Mimi that raised up her hand. Mimi raised up her hand, so she say okay. Yeah, exactly. And so Carlos doesn't move. He seems that he's neutral. No, you say yes. So put your hands. Andre put his hands. Mimi, Andre.
Okay, so anyone. So far, except me,
Except those that are not here. And Nicolas de Barquin has to. Yeah.
okay.
He can vote for. Oh yeah, we didn't say, but he can vote for us. Huh?
You can participate.
Okay. So you're neutral. And Rasmus is back.
Okay.
So it seems everyone and two neutral. So Matej didn't vote and you didn't vote. Okay? Thanks guys online.
Ouais, et comment on vote?
But you just raise your hand.
Ah, ok. Ah, je suis un peu con, hein.
Okay, Matej raised his hand. So only one neutral and everybody agree. Okay? Thank you. Sorry.
Thank you.
I continue. Okay, so my turn. Woo. Let me make it a bit bigger. Up. So, after the financial aspect, let's talk about the activity of the year, what we have done so far. So we try to make it as simple as possible for those that involved in the network. We are in an everyday life with Vulca, but for many of you, we can understand that it's not super easy to understand what we are doing every day. So let's put it in key actions and with a simple title: Vulca Desk, Vulca Tour, Vulca Seminar, Vulca Tools, #MakerTour, and other actions. Yeah, I mean, everyday life, not only. So Vulca Desk, this is something kind of new this year for us. We didn't really approach this topic before. We were mostly focused on Vulca Tour and Vulca Seminar, but the idea of a desk came up this year. So we wanted to better frameworks, the help we can provide to makers, to experts, to researchers, to spaces, and so on. This is the back office. Long story short. I don't know if Ian, if you are there, yeah, say hi. Yeah, and will you agree if this is your message that we exchange together? So this is the perfect example. There is someone that contacted us because recommended by someone else, in this case, Mike, and getting a little bit lost to organize the European cooperations or European exchange or European whatever. And we got a call together to better understand what you want to do. And we end up in a couple of days after that to give you the right contact. And in this room, you have, for instance, Navid that was in Saxony to have an experience. Hey, Navid. Yeah, for instance. So this is the back office. So it really looks like this. Got a message and then up. So in a very small, like a nutshell, we worked on European cooperation and regional cooperations, such as the one I introduced you with Makers Saxony, mostly based in Chemnitz and around. We also supported bilateral collaborations between Germany and France. There's both networks that you all know. We also supported the transcontinental collaboration and Sandra with Geek behind. So we were trying to do our best to helping them to find the right makerspace in Europe for their makers from Africa. First experience for us, but still, we managed to make it, I would say. Let's continue. We found job opportunities. Of course, I not list all of them, but just 2 or 3 of them to let you know that we found jobs in different countries for different makers. Here, two examples with Dewey or Selena in San Cugat or GRC makerspace. Then more properly, like residencies. Carlos, which is online, for instance, can for sure agree that we helped him to find the right makers when he contacted us. But there is also Santa Road and much more. We'll not get into the details, of course. And then we support also building up consortium. Has 2 examples with Viva Lab and Blue Lab. You met each other throughout the last couple of Vulca seminars, and you get along together, and now you are involving in an interreg together, and even more. And then to conclude, we also help individuals to explore and find their own residency, like HP, Leon also, we worked a lot together. Yeah, exactly. So individuals and spaces, of course, but also the desk is for the explorer. Explorer is someone like Jason that started to travel a lot in Europe, or Axel, which is here. Or Mike, which is, I mean, for us, not yet officially an explorer, but I would say he visited, Mike Yarken, a lot of makerspace this year in Europe, and we helped him a lot. And also for event participation, because for 2 years now, we managed to get an agreement with an associations that go for fundings and believe that we can help them to use this funding for good decisions. And this is why 20 of you got mobility grants support this year again as last year. So it's an Erasmus mobility training. So yeah, just in short, the first year experiencing what could be a Vulca desk is quite a success, would say. And this become for us our main and first action. On an everyday life, we are like an office, online office that you can reach, and we are here to support you. First, as a member, we're going to talk more about it after, but then as a community as well. Section 2, the Vulca tour. So I don't need to go deep into detail. You know what we call Vulca tour, but we had to think about it again. As you understand, I'm trying for 9 years. It's like an exception guy in this group, which is traveling a lot, and I don't feel that I want to travel as much as I travel so far in the following year. So I'm considering that in the next 2 or 3 years, I will feel more confident getting back home and not being everyday life on the road. So we needed to think about this. We also figure out that those that were our explorers decided to stop exploring Europe after a couple of years, or for some of them, a couple of more. So Daniel, Shakil, or Rémi, for still, we have in the team Axel and Jason that keep going visiting Fab Labs and Makerspace. as I'm also doing. And I'm happy to introduce you my new van. The yellow van is not dead. I didn't sell it. I kept my van to host you in a tiny house next to my makerspace. If you feel you want to come to sleep at Mountain Makers, little bracket. In a conclusion, first connection is very, very important. And this is why it's the key action too. This is very important for us to maintain Vulca Tour and to explore the new way of organizing Vulca Tour. So we need to adapt. We need to rethink about this. And this is basically what we were thinking this year. Key action 3, the Vulca seminar. Last year was an experience. We tried to do 2 seminars in one more hands-on and one more conference style. And so we figured out that we should focus more into the 3 main groups that we identified in our community: individuals, spaces, and network. So as I mentioned, thanks again for the Center Rock to host the last Vulca seminar last year. We've been more than 100 participants from 14 different countries, and we experienced this 1 event 2 program with plenty of sessions, talks, and workshops, and we hosted the General Assembly. And the outcome of it is basically what is right and here. Identification of EU funding to structure Vulca. We validated that we'll come back in Center Rock to work on that funding that we identify, which is called Network, by the DGESE, the European Creative Department, Creative Europe. And we launched officially, as you can see on the picture, the roadmap of Vulca from 25 to 28. I will go more into detail on this. Thomas introduced last year our roadmap for the next following years. And you can see on November 24, which is basically today, more or less what I explained you the last 10 minutes, it's exactly what is right in here. European meshing of network. Yes, we did it. We actively support over 1 year the structuring of 1 national networks. And also having at least 3 actions made between 2 networks, French and German, with plenty of cooperation between both sides. Tomorrow will be 1 more example. And then Makers Mobility. Gig or Maker Saxony are 2 examples in this room. We supported plenty of makers in residency again over this year. So what was written in the roadmap for the first years still not be completely structured, that happened. And we feel that that's positive for the following years based on the roadmap we have announced in Center. So in conclusion, we figure out that this seminar for everyone in once, it's not really the way it should be, but we should focus more in that framework to tackle challenges of the 3 main groups: individuals, spaces, and network. Then the key action for Vulca tools. Our main tools today is basically Maker Tool. So over this year, we really wanted to develop Maker Tool in a better way. So we got this Maker Tool platform in 2021 as it was developed. And we basically promised them that for a couple of years, we will not change anything and we will only add content, add more points, add more dots on that map, mostly with maker spaces that host makers in residency. We're gonna put more focus on that. Now we are used with the platform. We know how it works from the back office, and we felt that would be the good moment to basically upgrade that. So we documented still some spaces, we disseminated some also residencies, and we tried to upgrade the platform, but we faces 1 issue. It's developed in Ruby on Rails, which is a specific web development language. It's not easy to find someone in the networks that develop in Ruby on Rails. Maybe only 1 person I know in my own networks is developing in Ruby on Rails, which is Dorian here. And he can confirm that it's not easy to find someone that could help us to renew and reshape a bit of that. So that took us some time to think what type of action we could do to basically upgrade the platform. And HP came up with a proposition to move, to change this Ruby on Rails platform to a PHP platform. HP, PHP, yeah, because he developed in PHP. Unfortunately, we didn't succeed. We didn't make it. So it's still like a draft. So yeah, we accept that we didn't finish that. So in conclusion, it's not that easy to upgrade such a platform. So we still need to work on it. Last things, which is called others, before we vote for the report of activity, it's the way we wanted to structure Vulca a year ago after the Vulca seminar in Ljubljana. We thought that the right way should be applying for European funding, get €1 million, and then, yeah, we have enough resources, we can pay employees, and yeah, we start officially the network. So this is why we applied for this €1 million on the 5th of March, and unfortunately for 4 years funding, and unfortunately it was rejected. It's been rejected. Just to give you some numbers, 93 applications, 30 of them were selected, and we've been rejected. We had quite good mark, but still been rejected. So in September, when Santa Rogue, that was the lead project, called us to explain that we've been rejected, we basically decided to change our statutes, write down the Vulca Pact, and to keep going without fundings. Funding's gonna come somehow. So it's the first time in 9 years that Vulca organized a general assembly between a few of us, of course, you understood, we didn't have much members, to vote new statutes, write down a Vulca Pact, and to announce it more or less end of September, October, to start a new shift. And this is why plenty of you started to get a call from us. So now we can say that Vulca has a new frameworks and definitely a vision based on the roadmap we have right. Yes, we have members right now for being more clear for the Vulca community and to reinforce this feeling of belonging, especially in industry groups. That's all for me about what we have done this year. And I'm open to any of your questions. Maybe there is an online question, or I don't know. And if you see on Zoom, I don't know. I can't really see.
So we go to votation. So would you accept this activity report? If you can count.
No, it's not me.
Perfect. Thank you.
Online, everybody. So Mimi, yes. Andre, yes. Mate, yes. Carlos, yes. So Rasmus, yes, because you have the power of Rasmus. He's on the train. The Nordic power. Rasmus is also okay. Rasmus was not sure since he's in a train and a boat. Okay. It's okay, everyone. Yeah. Hello, Roberto. Hello, Roberto. No, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay. So right now, these two reports that we made, financial report and activity report, was to conclude this kind of era of Vulca. It was for the year. It was officially for the year. But in fact, it was also the moment for us, Alex, including Jason, including other person who have been involved so far in Vulca. The idea right now with this kind of Vulca club was to take a new direction. The idea also is right now we speak about the future. We speak about how people from the Vulca community can join the club and join the dynamic that we're creating. So first, it's important to explain the orientation we decided to take. So the idea is we come from Vulca NGO. It was the name we had on almost all social networks to go to Vulca Club. This seminar concludes this year of reflection. We started the reflection last year during the seminar in Ljubljana. The European project, the European call was also a good opportunity for us to think about what we want to do. And we decided that we need to find and to assume a direction. Why assuming a direction? It was during the past years, it was complex for members to join Vulca. Not join Vulca as member because we didn't have any membership, but specifically because we didn't have any direction. People didn't understand exactly what was Vulca, what is doing Vulca. It's why it was important to assume a direction. It's why right now the direction of Vulca we wanted to take was to create an European network of makers, including individual spaces on network. The idea also with this club is to be more clear, in some way more inclusive. Why more clear? Because for the first time, we are transparent with the community about the statute on the internal rules. If we were not so transparent before, it was not because we had something to hide. It was just because we didn't have so much. This is the reality. Right now, we want to be clear with the community. It's why everything you can find online, the status of Vulca on this kind of Vulca Pact. I will come back on the Vulca Pact on what is this object. It was also choosing this word of club. It's important because what made the success of Vulca during all this time and why we have so much people that came to the seminar, it's because it's this feeling of belonging. We succeed to have this kind of human connection. Human connection, it shows that when you have someone who sleeps in your sofa, it's human connection. I mean, you are with him all the day. The idea with the club is we limit the access. We have some people that we trust, that we gather together, and the idea is when we make a club, it's a way for Vulca to continue in this kind of human relation between people. What is important is not about business, it's not about network. These networks that come from this kind of human connection that we put in every connection we have. Okay? So this was the orientation we decided to. So we have this statute. The statute are the administrative aspect. It's the thing that will define the governance. It will be also the document that will define the object of the association and a lot of administrative stuff, things that are important. But what was important for us was not the statute. When you want to join an association, it's not important the statute. What is important, it's the internal rules. It's how you can join as member. So we decided to go for the Vulca Pact. The Vulca Pact is if you want to join Vulca and you want to understand what is Vulca and how to join Vulca, what are the retribution you will have, the reward, what are the duty, everything is defined in the Vulca Pact. So today when you made the workshop about defining how I can join Vulca, about membership, the criteria, this kind of thing, it's in fact a way to work in this Vulca Pact. Both the Vulca Pact and the statute are on our website. So if you want to go on the website, you should go to membership. At the end of the page, you will find these two documents. Okay? This document, the statute, to make any modification have to be made and accepted by a General Assembly. Vulca Pact has to be made by the Board of Administrators of Vulca. The Vulca Pact is for 24-25. What is the vision? The idea is to encourage European projects and promote international exchange. It's also the idea to disseminate knowledge. Why this question of disseminate knowledge is important? It's because we member parliament don't know exactly who are the partners, who do what in the community. Alex knows, so you know you member can phone Alex. The idea is to move slowly from Alex to the rest of the community. So it was also a workshop that we had yesterday from Vulca Tour to Vulca Desk. Try to think how we can retribute to the community or we can disseminate this information. Joining Vulca, it's also a way to have access to this information. It's also about responsibility. When you join the club, you have the obligation to follow the rules of the club. If not, it can be complex. Also, the idea is to develop innovation in territories in a social way. If you want to join Vulca for the moment, this is the rule. This morning, some people ask, okay, but what are the current criteria to join Vulca? In fact, for the moment, it's pretty simple. The main idea is to, for example, for individual, to demonstrate personal involvement in the European maker movement. We will explain after the process to join Vulca. But right now, we're speaking about criteria. The criteria for individual is to demonstrate the personal involvement in the open maker movement. So, but it's very general. It's why this morning when someone asks, okay, but what are the current criteria? For the moment, it's just this one. For spaces, it's almost the same thing. Demonstrate a commitment to fostering connection and exchange. Network also demonstrates the supranational collaboration. For example, collaboration between French Fab Lab network and German network. These kind of things are the criteria to join Vulca. It's important also to keep in mind that right now, when we speak about member of Vulca, we speak about 3 categories of people. We are individual, we are spaces, network. For the moment, the idea and the main criteria is the same for both for these 3 categories. The idea on this workshop of today had to be more specific in the criteria for individual, for spaces, and for network. Right now, we were speaking about the cost. So what is the membership cost right now? For an individual, it's 1,000 euros a year. 1,000 euros.
Well, at least we know that they don't want to pay 1,000.
Yes, exactly. In any case, the number, if I made a mistake in my pronunciation, this is the number, the real one. So for individual is 100 euros a year. For spaces, it's 200 euros. And for network, if the network have less than 50 members, it's 500 euros a year. For network who have more than 50 or more members, it's 1,000. The same is 1,000 euros a year. It's also important about this membership. If we watch individual spaces network, it's important because it's important the fact that we didn't mention specifically what kind of individuals. We accept everyone. The same way we accept every kind of spaces. My point is the following one. In this community, we have researchers, we have makers. The idea is it's not to make a network only with makers. The idea is there are a lot of people who are building on making this ecosystem, maker ecosystem. The idea is to have, in the construction of an open network, this visibility. About joining Vulca, how to become a member. 2 weeks ago, we validated the new statute. So the current member of Vulca at this moment validates the new statute on the creation of the Vulca Pact. The period of application to join Vulca right now as member is from January and July. If you want to apply to Vulca and join Vulca, you just have to apply. We will write online the process to join Vulca. You just have to follow the path. The people the member of Vulca, the member of the board, will accept or not your application. But there is also an opportunity because maybe we will meet someone during the year, not in July, not in January, and we want to make these spaces or this individual join Vulca. It's why you also have the possibility to become a member through cooptation. Cooptation is the fact that people who already are in Vulca are put the responsibility to say this person is a good person and can bring value to the community. The idea with this kind of cooptation and application is to maintain the value of the community. We accept a lot of people, but the idea is just to be sure that we keep this equilibrium and we keep the value inside the community. So far, we have 30 members, okay, because we have some members who join today. So we have 30 members right now. We have 20 individual, 9 spaces on 1 network. Okay. Yes. Yeah.
So we wanted to make a very short introduction to all of the members. Can go very, very fast. Unfortunately, Andre is not here, but Andre, are you online? Andre, do you hear us, Andre?
Yes, I do. Hi.
Can you maybe put your camera?
I will. Let me check. Hope you see me.
Yeah, we see you. Can you introduce yourself and why you are happy to be a Vulca member in 1 minute maximum, please?
Okay, I'm Andre from Germany, where I founded the makerspace in a rural area. So we set up an association, voluntarily run, and I myself, I use these workshops to develop design concepts all around woodworking, and I have specialization in CNC routing, where we also set up a CNC router open source. And all my products I also try to publish open source. And I visited a couple of spaces where we realized these products that I set up to build them in other spaces as well. So like in Portugal.
Super. Thank you very much, André, and I hope you have fun now in Mimizan in France.
Nice.
Then we have Niels. Unfortunately, he's not here. It's a French and German. I mean, he's a German, but currently living in France, in Rennes, where he's studying. And he got along with us for a couple of years now. And he's one of the most active person we met so far in this cooperation between France and Germany on the side with Axel also. Jeffrey is not online. Unfortunately, he works at that moment, and he's the founder of Tog Hackerspace in Dublin. Look. Ah, merde, you don't see this, of course. Sorry. Yeah, that's gonna be fine. Give me 1 second. Like this. What? Here. So. Bon, sinon, on prend une seconde. Oui, bref. Okay. Yeah, we team up. Okay.
Non, c'est fonctionne un peu différemment.
Yeah, we got it. Sorry.
And it's because we have too much time, so
Yeah,
we
that's
don't
right.
fill in all the time. So we invent some mistakes just to fill in the time.
Yeah, sorry guys online. Huh? Boys, I don't see you anymore.
Come on, we've never been in a hackerspace with technical problems before. Come on.
Rasmus. Okay, then we have Mimi, Matej, and Rasmus. Do you hear us?
I hear you loud and clear.
Yeah.
Rasmus, would you mind to say something for everyone here and why you are happy to join as a member for the first wave?
Of course. I'm here in wonderful Denmark. It's slightly chilly. I don't know if you have the video feed, but there's a lot of snow. And it's pretty frosty. We joined so I could go to warmer locations. That's it. No, this crazy man, Nicolas Bacquin, met me at my lab a long time ago, and he convinced me this was the best thing since sliced white toast. And I think it really is. And I'm really happy that Vulca is moving into doing like an overhead of project planning. I think that is something we all struggle with in different makerspaces. So I'm really happy that you're taking the next step. And of course, I want to be with you, holding your hand and yelling at you.
We see all the snow that you have. Amazing. Woo!
I won't
Mimi,
send any swimming pictures though. That's for tomorrow. I just came back from South Africa. This is like a temperature of like 35 degrees. I'm fucking freezing.
Okay, Mimi, do you hear us? Or Matej?
Yes, I hear you guys. Hi.
Okay, we can see you on the screen if you want to say something.
I would love to. Hi, everybody. My name is Mimi, and I'm a co-founder of Habibi Works. I have met Alex, I don't know how many years ago, in 2017, 2018, I'm not sure anymore. And since then, basically, our makerspace Habibi Works in Greece, we work with people on the move, so people in the asylum procedure, and Vulca have been collaborating. We've seen each other again last year in November in Ljubljana, and I'm super excited to be here today online, but at least that, and be part of the first round of members in the Vulca venture that is to come. Lovely. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mimi. Matej, you're
Woo,
around?
Mimi!
Yes, hello. Hello, everybody. So I would like to say that in France, we have snow also. I met Alex a long time ago. We're working together almost on a daily basis, and I adhere to Vulca in order to work with him more. So that's to say that he's very nice. So thank you guys, and what a pleasure to see you at a distance, but still to see you.
So, Thomas, I need you there.
No.
This is the A list of people you have.
Ok, and now here.
Et là, maintenant, il faut faire ça, ça. Et tu vas chercher le résultat. We still have plenty of time.
Okay.
Mimi, do spawned.
You need to what? Well, attends, I can do it from here. Ouais, on va à droite. Ouais. Okay. Léon, would you like to say something? Yeah. Yeah. So Léon, we met in Mulhouse, he said, a couple of years ago, and then we had a couple of tours together and participated actively to the Vulca seminar in Slovenia with Léon that you see on the screen. Wolf, would you like to stand up somewhere? I know where you are. Yeah, just stand up, maybe. Thank you. Mark is there, maybe? Probably having a beer. Okay, Jason, want to say something?
So my name is Jason. I'm building stuff so that people can take care of their own health as a business, but also so that they don't depend on others in making their own products. And I love products, and so I think the best way to not make more crap is to make it yourself. Then the best way to build good stuff is to learn from others how to do it. So I think we'll get stuff.
Thanks, man. Next, Alex on Buto. Yeah, can you stand up, please? Yeah, please. Super. What? Just a few words about you. It was funny to tour in Poland, and we had a random French guy that texted us in French with Nicolas de Barca. Thanks. Next, Pepe. Yeah, something about you?
then when I decided to research the site, the place, I once a maker, always maker, right? So this is a way for me to get more, much more radical way to help to develop it. What is it?
Okay. Navi.
Alors, maybe I met Alex from years ago. I know a friend at the sandwich. I know you can remember who tried to back the meeting and maybe.
Come on. Well, anyway, you really sorry, dude. Well, here we go.
So Thomas, I'm Thomas. I currently come from Paris. Right now I live in Varna in Bulgaria. I am a geographer. I was also a manager during some years. And right now I tend to work as data analyst, more with qualitative data. And I am treasurer of the association since 2018. So this is my implication. And I think Vulca can make sense because we need more human connection in between spaces in order to develop projects. Without this human connection, it's complex to develop anything. So that's why Vulca can be a powerful tool.
So I'm Alexandre from France. I'm consider myself as a makerspace explorer for years now. I probably slept in your sofa. If it's not done yet, I will probably come soon. And now I work for the French Fab Lab Network. So from being a volunteer for many years, I had the chance to apply for such a job and be selected by them. So then we received two last membership. So we invited two of you a couple of weeks ago, but they only paid a couple of hours ago. So this is life.
It was the last moment.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we were.
It was because of them, not because of us.
So Peter is in the room or not? Somewhere. Would you like to introduce yourself in a nutshell, please?
Yes, for me in a nutshell.
Peter from Rotterdam, Stats Lab, director of a university. He has an amazing library when you have a video call with him with a long beard. Voilà. And the last one is Tony from Bulgaria, right? Would you like to say something, please? Yeah. So now we move to the group two, sorry, which is basically the spaces. Carlos, are you still around?
Yes, I am. I was actually writing. Yeah, I was just writing. Yeah, but recently I was asked the same question by Tom from Making Rooms, and I basically said, okay, networking is important, but it's more than that. It's about trust. It's about being part of a family. And this is what I feel. I trust and I believe in you guys, and I want to be part of that future.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Next is Fab Lab Cuenca. Unfortunately, they are not available at that moment. Cuenca from Spain. Michael and Delia that we met many years ago, and they also run an amazing Fab Lab on wheels that even came in France to mountain makers. Perfect transition for Gaetan, mountain makers. Sorry, I will change it. Okay, next. Sorry, dude. Hop, Ljubljana, Santorog. Yeah, Luka. Super, thank you. Nicolas, maybe with open fat. No, sorry. Saint-Nazaire, sorry, I went too far. Lula. Super, thank you, Nicolas. You words about the makerspace too?
Yeah, well,
But I think you didn't have hair even before. No.
Yeah.
But I got gray hair. Yeah, that's right. Thanks. Last round for this group too. Ruben, would you say something about Fab Lab Santander? No, it's Rinka. Wait, I will change it. Sorry.
I met Alex in 2016 visiting the South Conference in the Booth. By accident, I decided to go there, and yeah, rest is the.
Yeah. Thanks, perfect. And to conclude this group, Rafael. Yeah.
Formerly, I was at Starbucks when Alex visited me. I was at Starbucks and I organized the tour in Vulca by the time. And then I shifted to Biolab.
Thanks. And to conclude with the group 3 up, which I should change here. But Remy, you can go. Could you introduce quickly your organization, please?
I'm Remy. I'm part of I'm a founder of the network, and we are happy to be part of this initiative. We have moved on to the open program within the National University with the German network and so on. So we are happy to connect and do more together.
Perfect. Thank you, Remy.
Perfect. So this moment, we come back to the administrative part of the General Assembly. So we have the resignation of Alex Rousselet as president and Thomason, so myself, as treasurer. So it's important to say because right now, Vulca don't have any board member, okay? Don't have any executive committee. It's why we reach to the next situation, next point, that is application for board member, board of directors. So the idea is we have 3 groups, as we said, individual, spaces, network. For the moment, we have 3 seats available in individual, 2 seats for spaces, and 2 seats for networks. So it will be important, so it will be the moment to introduce the candidates, people who apply to this position of board of directors. At the end of this presentation, at the end of each presentation, you, General Assembly, will have the opportunity to ask questions in order to understand their motivation and so on. Okay. At the end of the presentation of the question, it will be time for vote. So people from individual, so people who have this yellow card, will vote for each candidate. Also, for spaces, people who have this purple triangle will vote for their representative. And also, we have network, so we have one network that will vote for network representative. Okay?
So Pepe, would you like to come, please? So you can read the letter of intent from Pepe, which is on the screen. And you'd like to come sit here and maybe to say something about you and whatever you want, basically.
Okay, so it's always a bit complicated to break the ice, but I guess if someone has to do that, so it's me today. Well, basically, I will make some comments on what I wrote there for the people that are lazy and don't want to read it, because it's nice like that. Well, I consider myself an European guy because, well, I come from southern Spain, Malaga, which is a very international place, full of Greeks, Scandinavians. I mean, a lot of, mostly of some Germans as well, not as much as in Mallorca, but I studied in a French school in my hometown, and my mom moved to Luxembourg when I was 2 years old. I decided to stay in Malaga, but because of that, I was traveling a lot in Central Europe. Then I did my Erasmus scholarship in Paris, and linked to that, Erasmus, I finished going to Romania, where I've been living the last 9 years. So yeah, for me, Europe is just natural. I feel European. Something natural to me. So this kind of European networks, I feel like to home. After that, I can comment something about what they can bring to the table to Vulca. One thing is right now, the most important thing, in my opinion, is that I can bring time and care. Because my personal and professional situation right now, I have at my disposal some time and care to put into Vulca to develop it. So this is the most important thing. Besides that, well, I can do some shameless self-promotion, telling you that while I'm from an end of the peripheral Europe and I live in the other end of the peripheral Europe, I really think that having these two people in the two extreme parts of Europe give me a different perspective and an important one, because speak like Central European countries like France or Germany, they have this tradition, it's associative tradition, and I have to okay. So yes, for peripheral countries, it's more important and strong, I think, in order to provide opportunities. Well, I'm a maker. My background is an architect, my academic background, but I didn't like the school of architecture that much, like drawing vertical things. So I was really good in doing stuff like occupying unused spaces and I don't know, making processes that involve model making. Then when I moved to Romania, in 2016, I made my I started my first computer, and I founded a makerspace in 2020. So well, I managed it 3 years, from 2020 to 2023. So I have also insights about what the challenges of the space can be, and I have been involved in different networks. European one, so you can take that there. What I
if there is any question for Pepe?
Okay, so I don't have any more time.
No, because we booked the room until 6. So I mean, then it's extra charge. So this is why.
So do you have
question, Jason? What do you want to do at Vulca?
They didn't let me. Well, very fast. On a personal level, I want to reconnect with Europe, and so because I was looking for a challenge, and this came at the right moment. So this is basically for me, and well, I also expect from Vulca to stick to the values that from here, and I need to tell some of them that they consider important. exploratory, I mean, it's not expensive, but it's very important. Exploratory, like, you know, was really about creating connection. Bottom up, not the board or someone else. Taking is really the member that should dictate what the things that we have to do. Something that I think is very important, human-centered. You know, makerspace, the machines, we are sometimes very, very centered on machines and doing technical stuff, but Vulca should be more about the human connection, and machines are a pretext, something to help us to be better humans. And well, relentless, because Alex is an inspiration of not having a pause and a finance of energy. Simple with the preach. I don't think we should reinvent everything. We should have a few of the objectives and go through and following them. And well, this idea of trans-European in a context where there are rising nationalism, people that are trying to take care of their own garden and having distrust in the neighbor. I think this internationalism and trust-Europeanism is key. Okay. Yeah. Another question?
Other question for the candidates? If someone has some question, this is the moment. The votation will be at the end. When they will be elected.
Okay. Okay. Well, we still have 20 minutes, otherwise it's big extension.
I think we can invent the next one.
You can stay here. So we ask question for the group. This is what you ask. Yeah, okay, I got it. Yeah, okay. Okay, okay. Next one. Yeah, I apply for the position again. Why? I mean, you know my parcours, my path, I guess, and I didn't want to end up to let you with these things alone. And I feel that for 2 years, I'm still okay to be part of the board to organize the transmission, the transition. Most of the things are right in here, and I try to make it very short. So yeah, I will just take short if you don't mind. But yes, my main objective is to organize the transition. Okay.
So we continue with Pablo Bachet, please. Okay, and Roberto, we talked about, and the reason why I applied because I believe I really appreciate what Alex has done so far. I was somehow amazed with the spirit and heart and soul of the whole initiative since 2016 and 17, and we were part of all seminars and some experience from the different level of the project we believe can help Vulca in the next years, both on the Horizon Interact and the European Social Fund, create Europe, so different level of projects together over last 11 years. So that's briefly about it. Some question?
Okay. So this is here represents group 2, right? And group Pepe and I group 1. I saw that word discussing about this. And now it's about group 2. Vulca? Yeah, please.
So, in Vulca, I'm here to represent Uros. He's a textile lab manager at the Center Group. And he's actually the one who applied for the position. Unfortunately, he can't do today. But Center Group has, in fact, collaborated a lot with Vulca. I like the way we said today. They were really involved in this transition of Vulca. That's why we also like to do it. Our values are really aligned with Vulca. We would like to encourage the maker movement and the mobility of makers. That's really good for us. That's why we have the residency
question? Okay. We continue. So hi everyone, again, Remy from the French Problem Network. We are very happy to apply as a national network to be part of this because it brings natural to the.
Move the microphone closer so we can hear something. Check.
Do you hear us?
Yes.
Yeah, we just need to speak louder.
Okay, I speak louder.
Yell your heart out.
So yes, our motivation to join
Good.
this committee can be explained in two parts. We want to share our experience as a global national network working here for around a decade. We have lots of experience, failures, and successes in building global communities. So we'll be very happy to share our experience. And also, we really see it as an opportunity to grow together. It's really much the direction we are taking as the national network. We have been doing this connection with the German network very recently, and we are now building the roadmap, the strategy roadmap for the network for the next coming years. And in this roadmap, we really want to have a strategical point about building something European. So coming into this board will be the opportunity to start to continue and grow together in this aspect. Okay, thank you. So is there any question for the people who applied? Okay. Okay.
Wide sense, because we can observe that in Europe there is a kind of rising right, the mind step by step closing, and we look to that that's the value that we want to share Europe, the different Europe, Yes.
You're seeing this life for like in Europe. Just relying on values today, these values of the values not today. The values of the like the values like we value our own the charter of the values and for guidelines to follow for representative members and members to follow. So we want to see can support the writing and implementing of charter values for all members.
just to explain the context, so in this situation in the General Assembly, you member or you people in the General Assembly have the right to ask every kind of question. The board and the stage have the right to answer to any of the question or none of the answer. At the end of this discussion, because it's question, you have answered. At the end of this exchange of question answer, we will go to the votation. Okay. So these kind of questions are important in democracy in order to express the feeling of the community. So this is next question of the community. The idea is just that some of the people who are member of Vulca have certain concerns to represent them. So you, as a candidate, you have the right to answer to them in order to convince them to vote for you. So if you decide to put us as the part of the board, we will be representing you and your value and what is important for you. So it's very nice that you have kind of time now so we can take it into consideration. Of course, these are core values that I'm taking for the central network. We are sharing, we are working groups about inclusivity and so on. We make guidelines about topics, so we're more than happy to push and to support this initiative. And about how to implement, I guess it's about how we get to work to get your opinions and how we make it into an action, etc. But of course, it's everything section. My side, on the board, I would like to put it. Okay, is there anyone on the page? Maybe just to add that absolutely also support this, but also I believe that Vulca can be a mechanism of exchange and which can fight against process which already somehow start in the Europe by closing and rising nationalism. So for me, actually working in this board, it will be somehow opportunity to make Vulca as a kind of tool to fight against gender inequality or other aspects. Thank you for that.
I personally think I already answered partially to my presentation, but to be more specific about the particular question you put, I think for the elected, one of our responsibilities to have to create the tools in order to the network to become what we wish. And I really like this idea of working groups, that we should be voluntary and people really work wanting tools and ideas, and then providing us a board the tools for the rest of the members to express, to amend, complement, and to have a democratic dialogue. So it's very welcome, this kind of initiatives, and I think our responsibility, we get elected, is to provide network with the tools in order to become what we wish.
Thank you. For the moment, we will continue on the first question. You want to continue on the question? Okay.
I mean, one of the main reasons I have joined is because I'm concerned with the closed nature of love. And what I'm concerned about here is that while you're saying that you want to have ideological values, if you're employing those, I'm quite specifically non-ideological in my approach to a maker. It's about making. I don't need to agree with you ideologically to be able to work with you in my space. I would be quite reluctant to join a club that has an ideological purity test attached to the membership. So again, if that's what we're discussing,
okay,
again, part of club becomes a bit of a.
What is the question? The question you told me
Well,
that.
again, I'm questioning this Is this the direction with Vulca?
Okay. Perfect. So, if someone wants to answer?
So also like you can see in our registration that we have a so you have a lot of programs for different communities so that they feel included. And then so also like, but I think it's important that we have that the board will listen to the members and that discussion is not just 5 people that
Okay. Thank you. Is there any question before going to the vote?
I can say something.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Okay.
One answer, please.
So I mean, this is not new. The wind is turning in Europe. You can feel it for a couple of years now, and it starts to reach some West country, like France, or wherever. So this is not a secret. And we live in this type of society. So I was just listening to you, and I'm personally an Erasmus person, and that completely changed my life. And I made this sentence, which is uniting the diversity. Me coming from a very small village, 1,000 inhabitants, I can tell you how much far right is today, which I don't really believe in, but never mind. I live with those people, and I accept them in my life. And they can do whatever they want in my makerspace if they follow it. If they are human, and the common ground we have, they make stuff. And this I do. So I have to live with them on an everyday. But my values doesn't go on this far right direction. And I'm happy with having that open space where I can open discussion and better understand why they decide to take such a decision when they go in the municipality. So I'm not going to fire them, but I'm more going to listen to them and try to integrate the reason why they go that way. That's on my personal opinion. Then, as a good example, and I hope Mimi listened to me here. We had to take a decision on thousands of contacts that we have in Europe, and the decision was super hard because most of you wanted kind of to join the club to be happy of that. But we needed to start with the first one, and the decision came up to take Happy Works as a good example of this value. First, they make stuff. They have 7 workshops where they include everyone, every nationality, and every religions who makes stuff. And Mimi, if she listened to me here, was strongly invited to also join the board, which she decided to take a couple of more, take the decision if yes or no she's going to apply for the board. So as an example, in this 30 organization that we selected, this is one of those that we really support the baby as an example. First, because they make, but because they are also super. So then to conclude, let's create a group. We don't have any working group in Vulca yet, as we have French Parliament. So advocacy and speech for the defense of our values is of course something important, and we really need to support that. But this is not the only group we should create inside. So Hank, you are more than welcome to create your own group to fight for your main concern. Sure. I hope I replied to you.
Just want to make a comment about this kind of ideological perspective. I mean, if we are asking for party membership and to appear or to swear something very particular, I wouldn't be here, me personally. But I think we can agree on some core values that translate into some behaviors. And these behaviors and to some things that we think they are necessary in society. And this is trans-ideological in my opinion. And then ideology that can be outside of that. And I don't think, once again, as Alex said, you are not asking the guy entering from the neighbor what are you devoted to, and based on what I'm devoted to, you are entering here, not making that. This has to comply to some rules, conduct, behavioral, and these conduct rules and behavioral rules come probably for this kind of discussion. So there is a difference in the security of ideology and this kind of compliance to a set of rules that come maybe for some from ideology, maybe from some for common sense. We are not entering this debate because it's way over what we are doing here.
Thank you. Last question, Jacob.
One thing that is quite important is what Andrew said this morning about makerspace in the developing world. The only reason to have makerspace in the developing world is for economic reasons. I personally think that a huge reason why the extreme right is rising in the US is for economic reasons, not necessarily for pure reasons. And I'm strongly convinced the question of intent, which is by having values, we shouldn't, we are political, we are open, but I would actually want to have as many people that would be voting extreme right in our spaces so that they can become, empowered and make their, and not be in a tough economic situation, that we empower them through our space and through our values as well. My question is, there's also a divide in the Fabulous movement between purely social spaces and purely technical space where basically when you're technically competent, you would tend to build a company and not become like part of a social group. And then you have more of the social Fabulous with great students, schools, etc., but are not at the same level on the technical thing, and they do not get the same opportunities on the economic scale. My question is, what's your view on this divide between the social Fab Lab and the economic spaces, which are a bit more for profit, but which somehow create also opportunities for people that are studying?
Thank you. If someone wants to answer?
I have a short answer to that. This is a very, very Central Europe kind of thing. Because in Central Europe, this kind of more social are from university, public powers that are financing them. But you don't have this kind of opportunities everywhere in Europe. You don't have that in Eastern Europe. You don't have that in most of Southern Europe. So every partner has to provide for themselves with the funding, and a big part of that is providing services, creating some kind of economical movement. And I think we have to take in consideration also the vision that because it's not widespread. It's something that Central Northern Europe. So my personal vision is if you create economical independency, then you are more independent, and you are freer to do some stuff. And I think about, I don't know, I'm not sure if I agree personally with this dichotomy between social and efficient. I'm talking about skills, but this is another debate.
I mean, why should we have? Making is socializing, do it with others, right? Okay, socializing is making, right? So, why should I choose? So, that's my answer. No. Since the space is open, either from a professional way or more as a hobby, if you cannot understand only like introduce yourself, I want to make stuff or I want to socialize, but I can contribute the place, even if I don't make something, but I support your administration or whatever, that's fine. That's fine. So with the others, it's socializing by making, and you can upside down and walk well.
Thank you for your answer. I would be happy to have both or more space for each on national level, both technical or more social. We are the Pablo more social oriented, dealing with education, local community engagement than individuals. But I would likely support other kinds of spaces. It's also depending on Okay. Thank you for sharing this thing. Yes.
It's something important. In the French Product Network, we work already on it a lot. We have a working group just on it. We have some sub labs and things over the road lab. We are supposed to manage to have some activity from this experimentation. But it's something which is possible. I don't know how far we want to represent Europe. Europe is very complex. And for me, I think the most important thing is what we will be building is to make sure, speaking about the residency, is to make sure that people who are doing and people who are receiving have the need to make sure that the people doing the message feeling good in the country, the value of the country, the value of the space, and so on, to make the best experience possible for them. And in general, we have to work for the people who are representing. So, just the thing you are asking about what we discuss every day.
Have you read, Alexandre, have you read the lab access written by 14 Fab Labs in France for disabilities people, blind people, all good practice documented by French Fab Lab networks, online and also on paper? Have you read it? Okay, I invite you to read it. And let's translate that paper. Yeah, presented by Mike today to the people that went here, and let's translate it. He is on the board, he was following this project. I was the salary, I'm not going behind this. So it's already on actions, just not visible enough. Why should that be implemented since it's already exists in one of the board members? Yes, answer is there. I disagree. The Rose Lab came up with a pinky colors. Many Fab Labs started to bring a sewing machine. So, no, I just take an example as used, say. But 10 years ago, I agree that it was even not mentioned in all the Fab Labs that I visited that there is no woman. And this topic arrived on the table much more. I even got kicked out by Olivier Gendrin for those that know, because I don't take any picture of black people in an event that organized by the French Fab Lab. Fortunately, I can't invent them. But more we go ahead, more they get into the level. So we must be inclusive as much as possible, of course. And I think this is what we are doing.
And what you will do? What you will do in the new board member if you are elected? If you are elected in the board member, yeah, you will do something.
I will be willing to basically support all kind of people that like China, of course.
Perfect.
But since solution exists, and we just need to highlight them at the European level, so what I will do is to find a way to translate documentation that are in German or practice that are in Spanish, get up at the European scale. Because unfortunately, the German didn't know this book for my even introduced before.
already about giving the impact of space on the organization, so that the kind of
The GIRC? The GIRC? You mean? The GRC.
I think there is something the kind of report or the time of the report,
Yeah, okay. So we can discuss about it.
What we can do is that this part about the gender equality and so on, is part of the annual report of the I believe this is acceptable to all the board members to have this section in the annual report of the work. I believe this will be.
So we invite you to basically write us on the WhatsApp that we created only for the members. Please understand that this is the first time that we get along together in the same thing.
And I really encourage this idea of working groups because, you know, on a logistic basis, we will meet once a year all together. So now we have to remember the things that we spoke, and maybe there are also people that are more vocal because they are more extrovert or they are more organized, and people that have other opinions that are more silent. So I really think this idea of working group and discussing and creating some kind of platform where we can discuss some ideas. So the will of the General Assembly of the members alike to the board is crucial. Because if not, we will invent on what we remember or the little conversation we have in the corridors. It's not ideal. So really get engaged and really on a voluntary basis make this voluntary group, which doesn't have to be very complicated. It's just writing down some ideas, having some calls, and then speaking to us.
To make it short, we created for the members the WhatsApp, and after this General Assembly, we're gonna have the WhatsApp. You have two groups: the announcements, which is the newsletter, the count comment, stuff done, and we inform you about something like a newsletter. It's a community WhatsApp, right? And then you have an open group, which is the open point. So here you can put your topic, okay? And us, we're gonna gather all together in a Slack. It's like tools that we're gonna use, work together, okay? So this is what I intended to do.
If you're elected.
If I'm elected.
Perfect. So with that completion, we go to votation. So people who have a yellow card, please, can you show me? You also can. Alex? Perfect.
Then also,
Yellow? Okay. Okay. So I let you.
Okay. Who is
Yes. Each person by each person. So for the moment, in the group one individual, we have Jose.
Okay. Jose Peralta Guerrero. Jose is my official name.
Okay. Who wanna vote for him? Raise your hand.
Only yellow.
Yellow. Okay. The yellow people who are there. Any abstention? Okay. Online?
Okay.
Do you have any online? You vote online or?
If they raise their hand on the application.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Perfect.
candidate with available indicator. Okay. That is not.
No.
He say. So who is contrary? And tension. Okay, so there's your tension. And the other one. And online. Did you hear us? I think it so he can only hear from here.
Yeah, perfect. We continue with two.
We continue? Okay. Now we have Roberto Vidovic, who is representing the group number 2 for the spaces. Which color is associated with this?
It's purple.
Purple, okay. Different people can who's favorable? Who's for his candidature? Anyone against? Okay. And abstention?
I'm not for myself.
But you can vote not hard. Okay. Okay. Okay, online? Then, who is the name? Urosh. Okay. Urosh from Center Rock. Still, okay, proper triangle. Please for his third candidature. Is okay. Ah, okay, sorry. Who's against? Okay, who is like extension? No. Online? Okay. That's it? No. And then we have the networks. You know, it's not. Okay. And from the networks, we have the candidature of Reggie from MFF. You're the only participant? Make sure. Okay, so sorry, dominate the board.
So this is it.
Welcome people to how does it work for the candidate? They will be eliminated by the okay.
Okay. Thank you. Perfect.
Thank you so much. And let's start this new phase together with motivation. You know, when you start growing, you start something new, you have to put all the energy, and I feel excited myself. So I hope you are excited too. You really will get involved, and you know, make what we really wish to become.
So, yeah, super. Thanks a lot. And let's go for the new chief. I'm having fun tonight, so we have. Yeah,
You can go to the bar.
yeah, they can go to the bar, but if they look at the WhatsApp, they also are asked strongly to go for the dinner because this is served. I just saw it, and but if you want to have a drink, and then so we have dinner at Zam, and we have party with Leo at 8. Yeah. Well, but you can just make I don't know. No, this is only for the members. It's only for the members. So this is all communication channel.
I thought that one for the event.
For the event, yes.